everybody, Lorraine here. I'm going to try this again with these blooms from Shelee Art. I was able to get some golden titanium white and I'm going to try that out. I'm trying to use things that I can source here in Michigan. And I'm going to take some Floetrol and just put a couple of spoonfuls of Floetrol in my cup. I'm going to mix this couple parts Floetrol to 1 part paint and see how that works out for me. If it's too thick, then I'll add a little bit more Floetrol. I always, when I'm mixing my paint, I scrape the sides. I like to scrape off what I'm using to make sure you don't have any clumps of paint. And it's still pretty thick, so I'm going to try another spoonful of the Floetrol in here. Maybe I'll start with a half a spoon. I'm going to add a little touch of water to that because I'd like it to run off of the stick, not clump off of the stick. That's better. Still pretty thick. We'll give it a test. If it needs to be thinner, I'll thin it out. Okay, I'm going to get set up here and I'll be back. Okay, so what I have mixed up here is a mixture of the Behr Premium Plus Stain Blocking Paint and Primer. This is an interior high gloss enamel, deep base, and it has a number 8753 on it. It's mixed 3 spoonfuls of this, and then I have 1 spoonful of varnish, and this is a Deco Art Americana Duraclear High Gloss Varnish. And then that's mixed about 1 part paint to 2.5 parts of the pouring medium. And it's just leaving a nice ribbon. And the colors that I have are Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta. I have an Ultramarine by Master's Touch. And this is a Deco Art Extreme Sheen Rose Quartz. And I've put my Glidden Semi-Gloss House Paint in this container. Put that down as my puddle. I kind of wanted to let y'all know, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, go ahead and ask me in the comments. I have no problem answering. I hate to say it, but I was watching a video today and it seemed like the artist was kind of chastising her viewers for asking questions because she gave the information in her video, which I understand. We make, put a lot of work into making these videos for everyone. But if you have questions, go ahead and ask me. I have no problem answering them. Okay. On top of that, I'm going to put my Ultramarine. How I'll let it go down here. On that note, I also want to tell you that I am learning this right along with most of y'all. I did not take Shelley's class, and I'm just trying to learn how to make this new design, which isn't actually new. I think it's been around for quite some time, but it's just kind of a new fad, and I think it's beautiful, and I want to do it myself. It's part of making art is exploring new designs, new approaches, new materials. Okay. And then my cell creator, which I hope this works. Okay, now I'm going to have to take this off camera. Just blow it out like that. Want to make sure that you're getting all of your cell creator white over your other colors. Move them all together. Okay. I'm going to let that set for a couple of minutes so it goes back together. It'll start creating the cells. I can see some popping up already, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to blow this out just a little bit more. Now what I have been learning from experimenting with this is you want your base layer and your colored layers along with the center to all move at the same time. You don't want one paint to run over the rest. And that's a consistency thing that takes some getting used to. I'm getting there. And you always want to wear gloves when you're doing this because this house paint is really sticky and you're putting varnish in there. I don't know how good varnish is to have on your skin. If you have any respiratory issues, you should certainly wear a respirator to protect yourself. See, I'm not getting the cells exactly the way I want them. So I think I might thin my top coat just a little bit more and give it another try. Got a tiny bit of it. Try and get it close so you can see right in there. Really nice webbing. But I'm not seeing it elsewhere. It's pretty. The colors are very pretty together, but not the results I'm looking for. Set that one aside and get out another tile and thin it down, and we'll try it one more time today. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go again. Put a little, about 5 drops of water in here. So now it's running, it's leaving a mound on a mound. Kind of thick still, but it's thinner than it was. So I'm going to give it another try. It actually looks like I'm getting a few more cells with it a little bit thinner. I am going to give this a torch this time before I start stretching it. Really quick. I'm going to blow out this side a little bit. I'm going to start giving a stretch. Let it just catch that edge and pull it back. Shoot for the corner over here. Starting to get some really pretty cells stretching out. Liking it, liking it. There's a giant bubble right here. Let that set just a second. I'm going to add just a little bit more paint around the corners just to help it move. This is definitely a lesson in patience. Okay, I'm going to stretch it back a little bit just to get the center where I like to see it. I'm going to try and give it a torch or blow on it or something here because I've got a lot of bubbles. And if you do any of this kind of art, you know those bubbles leave bumps if you don't get rid of them. Just touching the sides here. It didn't look like they had any paint on them. Just kind of blowing across the surface to get rid of some of the bubbles in it. They still don't want to pop. We'll try it. I don't want to burn the paint. It's looking pretty good. They're not quite as perfect as I'd like to see them, but I'm getting there. Some very pretty webbing on this one. So that's it for now, guys. I have to go cook some dinner. So I'll be back and we'll test a couple of other things in here. I didn't put any of my mini wax pre-stain in my top coat. I might add some of that and try it again and see how it works with this golden paint. But it's looking pretty good so far. So we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.